I am ready.
And in three, two, one. And we're
And
live.
all right,
Welcome.
we got to do that again. No, we got to do that again.
No,
We
we're
can't
not
talk
doing that
over each
again.
other. No, we can't
I don't
talk
want to
over each
hear it
other. It
from you. I
sounds
don't want to
so
hear it from you.
awful.
Welcome to the
Uh,
cast, my friends.
can we please do that
Episode
again?
5. I am your host,
No,
Oswald.
we're not.
And on the left, we have our salty host, Zenith, that no one likes.
Can
You
we
have
please
anything
do that
do
over?
you have anything to say for yourself?
Can we please do that again? Fine, fine, whatever. What's the first topic?
Why don't you tell them how
Shut
you were
up.
feeling just a little bit ago and what you made me go through?
Okay. Okay, guys. So about 20 minutes ago, 20, 30 minutes ago, I uh I went to take a shit and I started violently throwing up, and that wasn't fun. Evan, I crawled into bed and I called Oswald and I was like, Oz, we gotta do this cast, people are they're ravenous. They need more episodes.
Oh,
So
you were like
like,
that, huh? You said that? No, I
yeah,
think I said
yeah,
that. I think I was the one
I
who
don't
wanted to do
know,
the cast.
I don't
And
know
you're the
about that.
one,
Anyway,
no. Why don't I show them the 3-minute clip of you sounding all depressed and sad?
do you have access to that?
What do you mean do I have access to that? Yeah.
Like right now so we can commentate on it, or are you just gonna splice it in?
No, guys, one day when we release the bonus thing, you'll get to hear that, okay?
Uh-huh. But yeah, very sad. I was like, uh, my, I can't really talk because of my stuff. I sounded like that because I was in horrible pain. Anyways, so, we got 3 minutes in, and Oz said, you know what, we're done. We're not even gonna do this. Because he's a quitter, you see.
Oh,
And he
I'm a
was like,
quitter.
and
I'm
then
a
we got
quitter.
back on the phone,
No, the only
and he was
reason
like,
that I quit was because of you. Because you weren't talking, and I was supposed to
mhm,
apparently carry
mhm,
the whole entire thing, just without
mhm,
you saying anything and lying in your bed. Yeah.
uh-huh. Yeah, 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 fuck you too. Anyways, so here's the dealio. I got out of the bed and I was like, "Oh crap! I forgot to check if I locked the door." Evan, I almost shit my pants. I farted very loudly and violently, and I was like, "Oh, I don't really feel that bad anymore. I feel pretty good actually." And I called Oswald after he got done putting his mic setup away, and he's like,
I said, "Are you fucking kidding me, you piece of shit?"
"Hey, hey Oz. So I know that you just put all your stuff away, but I just farted really violently, and I think we could do the cast." That's what I said.
Zenith is not a easy person to deal with. He's very stubborn and not very easy to compromise with.
No.
No, no, you're not. Why don't we get into the first topic? I think they've heard enough of what I've
Hold
been
on,
through
no.
and what you put me
See,
through.
I want to give them a look into the window of our lives.
Okay.
So, I was arguing with Oswald, right? I was like, we gotta see, we normally record at 11. I know you don't care, but, And I kept telling him, we gotta record at 9 or 10 because we weren't doing anything. Because when you talk before you record a
We
podcast, you run
usually
out of
don't
things
talk
to
before
say.
we record, because then we talk about the topics that we're gonna talk about. So,
Exactly, but my controller didn't charge, so we were kind of just sitting there since he called so early. We couldn't really loosen up, play some
oh, I called
video
so
games.
early. Mm-hmm.
He called it
Yeah.
like 8
What? I'm sorry.
early.
What did you expect?
8 is okay for like Fridays when we don't have a podcast, but when we have a podcast, we kind of just sit there saying nothing.
At least I actually called, and I try to make an effort, unlike someone.
Shut up,
Mm-hmm.
shut up.
Yeah.
Anyways, I wanted to record at 9 or 10, right? Because, I'm talking to a woman, different time zones, and we usually talk at 11 and 12 our time zone, and I was like, well, we can't have that. and you ruined it for me. You ruined it for me.
I don't give a
All this
shit.
nonsense. I'm gonna have to ignore her now. She sent me 4 messages, and you know what I've done? I've
Oh,
looked at them,
that's too
not said a
bad.
thing. Not said a
Oh,
thing. I am sacrificing so much
little
for
old
you
desperate
and the
Zenith
listeners.
can't talk to
Mhm,
his little, online
mhm,
hoe. So,
mhm, mhm,
yeah.
mhm, mhm,
So
mhm.
now he's real
What's the first
depressed.
topic? Mhm. I'm gonna cry. What's the first topic?
Dyeing hair is pathetic.
It is, if you dye your hair, okay.
You are pathetic.
If you dye your, okay, okay,
Where's the
okay.
gas chamber? We're putting you in there.
Hold on. Here's the
We'll
dealio,
claim that we're
right?
gonna give you a shower to wash the dye out, but we're really gonna gas you.
Mhm, mhm. So, if there's nothing wrong with your hair, and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna dye it blue, I'm gonna dye it pink," that's a personal decision, but it's also a wrong decision. It looks really bad, and I don't like you for it. But if you're older, you're 30, 40, got some gray hairs,
That's okay though.
stop it.
That's
Stop
understandable.
it. If you dye your hair when you're 30 or 40 because of gray hairs,
Yeah.
that's the problem I have with it. I don't give a
Some
shit if you're
people
dyeing it crazy colors because you're a fucking idiot. You shouldn't be insecure. We all age. You're not gonna be 20 forever.
No, really? I understand that, but some
Deal with
people
it.
take it harder than others, okay?
Okay, I get that, but you need to age with grace. You can't be filling your face with plastic and
Oh, yeah, age with grace. You're one to say that.
it's pathetic. Oh my god, the page is refreshing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, nothing happened. Thank God.
You just made the whole audience panic. I'm sure they were very scared.
See, currently, I'm on my bed on my stomach. That's how I'm recording. Oswald has like a desk with all his audio equipment. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
guys, I actually got a mic, so, it's nice. I
yeah,
can actually sit in my business chair and do my business with my mic,
mhm.
unlike,
Yeah,
Zenith over
yeah.
there lying on his tummy, yes, tummy, on his bed, being lazy.
Okay,
So,
I have my tummy on my
that's
bed.
Zenith
You
for
have
you.
your
Putting
tuchus.
in no effort
You have
whatsoever, ever.
you have your tuchus in your chair. What's the difference? We're recording nonetheless.
He claims that he doesn't have the scratch for good audio equipment, but yet, he has the scratch to buy parts for his guitar.
Shut up. Shut up.
And he has the scratch to buy, a pack of 1,000 jelly
Kevin, shut up.
beans, so,
I just said your name by accident. Timestamp that.
Also,
Oswald,
Kit Kats and all kinds of other things.
Kit Kats. You're the one buying Kit Kats.
I do love Kit Kats, but I actually have the scratch
You,
for
you
that.
just bought a giant bag of them. What are you talking about?
Do you have a problem with that?
No, but apparently you do.
No, what I
See,
have a
what you're
problem with
doing,
is you
you
making an
are
excuse
projecting.
that you apparently
You,
have no scratch, but then you buy bags of jelly beans with 1,000 jelly beans in them for like
when
$20.
have I done that? When did I do that?
Oh,
I did that
when have you
2 years
done that?
ago.
You do that literally all the
I did
time.
that. I did that 2 years ago, and you will never stop bringing that up. Listen,
Let's
audience.
not forget
Okay,
about the
I
fidget
just
spinner
spent
and the fidget cube and the
that
marbles. You
was
bought
two
1,000
years
marbles.
ago. 2 years ago. Okay, listen, audience. Okay, I did just spend $140 on my guitar, right? But it needs to be
$700
a
deep.
top tier guitar. No, like 7 or 6. But
$700
see,
deep, and it still doesn't work.
yeah, because the last two parts are coming in on Thursday. Okay,
Mhm. Yeah,
Thursday.
like, I haven't heard that excuse. This phony.
Yeah, it happens. Shit happens, Oz. All right, things get delayed. Things don't fit because I didn't measure things before doing them. All right, you just gotta deal. just,
Well,
just calm
maybe
down.
if you thought about these things. Hmm.
Shush.
I think they've
You need
heard
to
enough
shut
of
the
us
fuck up.
arguing.
Yeah, well, that's what everyone comes here. All right, I heard it on Reddit.
Guys, guys,
You
guys.
soy boy cucks.
Last night,
Mm.
for some, well, no, it's been like a week, and I've really just wanted to watch a movie. It's The Iron Giant. And so Zenith, he was like, "Oz, Oz, The Iron Giant is on Netflix." So I go on Netflix and I look it up and I'm like, "Zenith, you lied to me, it's not on here." It's like and he's like, "Yes, it is." And so I'm like, "No, it's not." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I use a VPN. Do you use a VPN?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And so he's like, "Okay, go to New Zealand." And so my VPN did not have New Zealand, and I was like, "Zenith, what VPN do you use?" And he was like, NordVPN. I pay 7 a month. Duh, 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 duh." And so I download
Mhm,
NordVPN,
mhm.
and what I didn't realize is what for some reason I thought their 3-year plan was their 1-month plan, and I was sadly mistaken.
Mm,
So I was charged $160, and so let's just say today I
you
spent
paid.
a good chunk of my day on a line with a support service getting, things solved, and
Mhm.
surprisingly it all worked out, and they were all very nice people, and they helped me out, and so they basically gave me the month for free and my,
Listen,
no
moral of the
charge.
story, right? Here's the moral of the story.
Moral of the story,
Okay.
read what you pay for.
Not just that, Oswald spent $130 to watch The Iron Giant. He only sat through like 20 minutes of it. Uh,
I'm going to finish it. I
are
only
you?
started
Are
it,
you though?
yeah.
Hmm.
I sort of had to do things because, unlike you, I have a life.
Yeah, do you? You're in quarantine, all right? Your day consists of schoolwork sometimes, UConn, which is just more schoolwork, and then what? You got to clean up around the house. What the fuck are you doing? You're not allowed to leave the house.
I'm doing work,
Arya, what are you doing? You
hard
tending to the
labor,
garden?
hard labor,
Arya.
hard labor.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I bet.
You
I
wouldn't
bet.
know that though, because you laze inside all day. Isn't that right?
Oswald lives in a suburban neighborhood.
A suburban neighborhood?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Are you shucking the corn every night?
Yeah, I'm tending to the field.
Exactly, exactly. So, Daddy Kim, right? I thought he was dead, real scared, real spooked, and it turns out that he's
Guys, the
either
only he's not real spooked because he was dead. The only reason he was real spooked is because if he was dead, that would have broke the soul bond with the
the
double D,
soul bond. Yes,
The
that's a good
Donald,
callback. The soul bond. Yeah, if the soul bond was broken, well, I already talked about that. I don't need to repeat
Donald would
myself.
have nuked North Korea. He would have gossiped with
That's
his
how
girlfriend a little bit.
Jessica. Yeah. See, hmm,
Donald is a big woman. He's a good girl.
mhm. There's a reason that the Donald knew about Kim's condition before anyone else and said that he's like, I hope he's doing well. That's all I
It's
gotta say. That's all I
because
can
they have
say.
a soul bond.
They have a very intense, intimate sexual relationship. It's fierce. It's
It's
yeah.
something
Um,
no couple could ever imagine. Their connection is like
exactly.
nothing else.
Think about your relationship. It's
It's
it's just
it's
not gonna
nothing
get
compared
there.
to that.
It's not. It's not.
You
But
know, you'd be
pictures of
surprised
him,
how much work a 70-year-old can put into a relationship, an intimate relationship with a supreme leader.
not just a relationship, into an ass. He pounds, man. He fucking pounds.
Oh my
Anyways,
gosh, I
um,
know.
he either has a body double with a scar indicating that he had heart surgery, or Kim, in fact, did get the heart surgery and he's still alive. Um, Now you may think, well, Zenith, you fucking idiot, right? Uh, what are you talking about? Well, see, here's the dealio. A Chinese and Japanese medical officer, they were both sent to, in their own respective groups to North Korea to save the man. And one of them said he was brain dead, and the other one said that guy's just dead, right? So they could have gotten his body
Apparently,
double.
they both disappeared.
They did. Now,
I saw nothing about that, but,
speculation.
we know Zenith likes to
Exactly.
follow, the media on Reddit, so
Hmm. No, no, I fact check things when they're, you know, have a certain magnitude, buddy. Anyways,
no, you don't.
it's very possible. Okay. It's very possible that they could have inflicted the body double with this wound to make it look like Kim did in fact get the surgery. We don't really know. Uh,
It
is
could,
it
in
very
fact,
likely?
actually be him, and he may have survived.
It could. I'd say it's a 50-50. And statistically, it isn't a 50-50, but I'm going to say it's a 50-50.
I'd say it's like a 40-60.
40 leaning in which way? That it's him?
40 leaning
Or the
that
double?
he yeah, 40 leaning that it's him, and 60 leaning that he's dead and it's double.
I'll get behind that.
Now,
Um,
guys, I wanna bring a little something up.
mhm.
For those of you who, like Zenith and, maybe you think he's a little intelligent, you're wrong. He can't spell. So we make these
Whoa.
notes for,
Whoa.
topics for the podcast, and he sent me the picture of the topics,
Mhm.
and he put Kim is dead and has a double. But he spelled double Dubble.
Oswald,
Now, I don't
if
know
you knew
how you
anything,
make a mistake like that. I
Zenith,
don't know how. I don't know how you don't know
Zenith
how to
is
spell the
me,
word
right?
double.
Do you know what Zenith does? Do you know what Zenith does? He does what he wants. Oswald, can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can ask me anything.
Can I defend myself very quickly?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Quickly.
The,
We're on
my
we're on a
notes are
time.
only yeah. Yeah. See, my notes are only meant for me. And if you also looked at them, you would see, oh, everything is misspelled in broken English. That's because I know what it means. Only I need to know what it means. I'm not going around sharing it, right? And when you look at it, you get a rough idea of what I want to talk about. That's all that matters.
Right, of course.
Hmm.
I'm just bringing up the fact that you can't spell for shit.
Okay. Here's what we'll do. Every time I sent you some topics, you get to see them, right? You're like, okay, well, I can't use that topic because he already has it. And then I'll send you the final draft, MLA format, the whole shebang. Does that sound
That sounds
nice?
really
Is
nice.
that what you want?
That does.
Okay, I'll
Can
do
you
it.
include a cookie in
Fine.
that too? Like, can you bake me a cookie?
Mm, yes, you're gonna have to sign for
Thank you.
an example of human excrement, though.
Sure,
Don't mind that.
sure.
Okay,
No, I
every
understand.
time. Hmm.
Guys, we have a little confession to make. Um,
Do we?
last week we promised that Charlie, or also known as Critical from the official podcast, was going to be featured on our show this week,
Oswald,
and he
Oswald,
is not.
let me handle this.
But
Let me
this
handle
is
this. Let
because
me handle
he
this.
is busy
Oh my god.
fucking his fleshlights. He told us on call, we were on call, we were giving him smooches, and he was like, "Guys, listen, I have something to tell you." He pulled out a little flashlight. We were like, "What is that? That's a really nice flashlight, Charlie." And he was like, "Yeah." And he took off the cap, and my virgin eyes were scarred. I had never seen anything so I
All
don't
right,
even
shut
know
the
how to
fuck
put
up.
it.
Shut the fuck up. You're taking a sensitive topic and you're pissing all over it. All right. See, what Oswald likes to do is he knows that I really don't like fucking up the audio quality by talking over him. So what he does is he tries to be a little alpha male since he's such a little beta cuck in real life. And what he'll do is like,
What's that?
duh, duh, duh. He'll fucking breathe out of his fucking mouth like he has some kind of disorder. You know, not fun stuff. So I can't talk. I can't get a word in. What happened was Charlie. We were having phone sex as a group. We were giving him smooches, all that jazz. And he pulled out his
Like I was
fleshlight, the
saying.
Mark 84, modeled after Danny DeVito. Evan, it's in fact his
Wait a
password.
minute, I
And he
thought it
just
was
started.
Guy Fieri.
Well, no, one side is
I
Guy
thought didn't
Fieri,
he
the
whip
other
out the Guy
side.
Fieri? And I was like, "Man, I need one of those."
Well, see, no, you missaw. It's disguised as a
No, I
fleshlight, but it's
didn't.
actually a dildo.
Because believe me, I saw that little
Mhm,
goatee that Danny DeVito can never have. It definitely was
mhm.
Guy Fieri.
Well, no, the Danny
I can
DeVito
tell
side was
those
just the
lips have
asshole,
eaten some good food.
and the see, you wouldn't think it, but the Guy Fieri one was the what looked like the opening to the vagina was actually his asshole, and the what looked like a clitoris was actually his penis. It's complicated stuff, something that we'll never understand. But
No, but I need one. I need my Guy Fieri.
but Charlie likes what he likes, and we can't take it away from him. Um, I can tell you the Board Burgers joke in place of him. It's not going to be as good. I don't remember it actually. I'm sorry. What's the
So
next
you lied
topic,
to
Oz?
them.
I
Next
did. I
topic.
did.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. Put in the clip of him saying it. We're gonna put it at the end.
We're
That's
not
what
doing
we'll
that.
do.
We're gonna get copyrighted.
Oh, okay.
Guys, the Chinese murder hornets are in America. We're all gonna die, not only from the coronavirus now, but now there's wicked hornets flying around trying to sting us and kill us.
Well,
What the
well,
fudge are we gonna do?
well. hmm What are we gonna do? Okay, so in Wyoming, I believe a breeder, he got a bunch of Asian hornets, and he thought, yeah, I'm gonna push this over and let them just kind of do their thing. So these are 2-inch hornets, very deadly, incredibly deadly actually. And now
No,
they're
like
creating
extremely deadly.
hives. Yes, they're
All
creating
over.
hives all over, yeah, the
I
Midwest, and
think it's yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and we don't exactly have insect control to take care of that because that's not considered an essential
Well,
profession.
see, now here's the
So
thing.
yeah,
Me and Zenith, we live on the East Coast, so everybody over
hmm
there can suck it because they can't live over here. So suck it.
exactly. hmm Too cold for you. That's the yep.
We're safe. We're safe.
We are. We are. But
People are
if
gonna
you
be
so
after us.
happen to live in that dastardly land, and so does the woman that I'm talking to, I really hope for her sake that she doesn't die. 2 little bugs. But if she does, I'll hold a candlelight vigil. It'll be beautiful. It's gonna be good.
Sing Little Squishy.
A little squishy. Yeah, another thing. Um, as a man, it's very uncomfortable to say little squishy in an act of rolling over. Have you ever argued with a woman for 10 minutes about using the word little squishy and you go, fine, little squishy? It's I
Does
wouldn't
it take the
recommend it.
dignity out of you? Did you lose your
A
dignity
lot
last
of it,
night?
yeah. hmm
Mm,
Yeah, see, what I'm
it
hoping
sounded
it
like it.
is I'm hoping that it's interpreted because it just says fine little squishy. I'm hoping that she interpreted it as really awkward flirting and not me rolling over like a little bitch. So, yeah.
I think that what she's doing is wrapping you around her finger, and then she's gonna take
hmm
you, and she's gonna
hmm
shove you up her ass, to
Mm.
stimulate herself,
Wow.
use you for pleasure. And then when she's had enough
oh.
pleasure, she's done.
Mm.
She's gonna rip you out and she's gonna throw you away. She's
Mhm.
gonna throw you in the
Now,
incinerator.
what's our next topic?
Third wave feminism.
I don't give a shit about that anymore. I just kind of put it there to fill out the topic list.
But why don't we explain to them what that is?
I mean, sure,
Okay, go
go
ahead.
ahead. I don't care enough to explain it.
No, go ahead, explain it. Or do you not know?
Listen, I want to go on to the next
So
topic
you
because I
don't
did
know,
this to
huh? You
pad my
don't
topic
know.
list. No, 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 no,
Zenith
no.
doesn't know what
Oswald,
it is.
Oswald, I did it to pad
Hmm.
the runtime. This is a
No, that's
controversial
real
topic
suspicious
that
that
can get
you
us.
can't describe
Uh-huh,
it.
uh-huh. This is a controversial topic,
No,
all
what
right, that can
is
get
it?
us in
What
some
is
trouble.
it?
A topic that can get us in
Explain.
trouble. Because once I explain it, we're gonna have to discuss it. Okay, next topic.
Explain.
Should I leave the app and risk the recording being ruined just to look at the topics? Is that what you want?
Elon Musk.
5? fuck that guy. Fuck that scumbag. This cunt, right, is going free America because he just wants his workers back in his little fucking factories. I hate the guy so much. Everyone, eh, I, okay,
I don't know,
for
you know,
example, on Reddit,
it's the men like
this
that
guy,
who somehow make it to money and success, and, you know, he acts like the average, you know, minimum wage worker when he's a fucking billionaire, and he tries to relate to
mm,
us. Like, get the fuck out
yeah,
of here. Nobody
see,
gives a
on
shit
Reddit,
about you.
See, on places like Reddit, where fucking retards hang out, right? See, I go there for topics for a cast and porn because I care. I'm a valued member of society. But the people here, and to promote our podcast, of course, hello everyone. Um, what they'll do is they'll worship figures like Keanu Reeves,
PewDiePie,
PewDiePie.
Elon Musk.
I'm blanking. Point is, they really like Elon Musk. It's like, oh my god, he has Funko Pops. He likes anime and Marvel movies. He smokes the weed. Oh my god, this guy is so cool. I like him
The
so much.
weed? He smokes the
Oh my
weed?
god, we should suck our little. I'm gonna give him my little 3-inch dick. Can I be the can I be the vice president of the? Anyways, I hate the guy a lot. He's a fucking scumbag. All you know what he is? He's a big sack of false promises. He doesn't do anything that he says he's gonna do.
That's not true. He does do things he says he's gonna do.
No, he doesn't.
Like, he usually keeps his word. That is one thing he does.
No, Oswald, you do realize that all he does is spit out things. He lives in an idealist world, so do I, where it just go,
No, I
yeah,
get it. He spits out ideas that are never gonna come true, obviously.
no,
But,
but he talks about them like he's gonna do them next month. Like, yeah, we're gonna be flying rockets from Idaho to California. Yeah, two
well,
minute
you
travel.
already know that the man is he's an idiot. You've already expressed that.
I get it. Let's just move on to the next topic. There's nothing more to say.
Yeah. COVID protesters
So there's people going around
with
saying,
guns
with guns, with guns. And that
saying
really,
free
see,
us.
me and Oz, we support um, owning firearms. I
Yes,
think we
we do.
both adamantly
100%.
support it. And these people ruin it. These are the bad apples. People going around toting their
Exactly.
fucking guns. See, we're more interested in historical firearms, but we believe that, if you want an AR-15, you have one. We don't really care. But
No.
it's these people who are going around in their little military surplus gears and these fucking videos of them rioting and shit. They're playing army man. That's all they're ever doing. They're
And
too
they get it
scared.
taken away from us.
Exactly, exactly. They're
They
playing
get
army
our
man, going
privilege.
around.
In
Mhm.
amendment, they get our privilege taken away because they wanna play their
Yeah,
games.
yeah. No, I'm not gonna suck the dick of someone just because they served. I'm still thankful for that. It's
Obviously.
definitely respected, but they're not gods because of it. You got to remember that. But point is,
No.
they make. Here's what these people do. They go around pretending they're playing Army Man. I know I've said that like 3 times, but
Yes, you
that's what
have.
it is. They're going around buying military surplus shit, dressing up. They'll get
They
their
just you know,
AR-15,
some of them
put it
just
in
genuinely think
camo,
they're better
fucking
than others because they have a gun,
exactly.
and
And what they do is they
they
make
just ruin it for us.
firearm owners look
Look
like a
bad.
bunch of hillbilly rednecks trying to fucking shoot people for no reason. Or, like, oh, confrontation. I better get my big old fucking AR. I better get my rifle and start shooting into a crowd. That's just not the case.
Yeah.
And what they do is they'll have one gun and they go, "This is the only gun. This is the only gun." And then the media has something to fixate on, right? They're like, "Oh, those AR-15s! Oh, you guys are some fucking military." Yeah,
Oh my
they're
gosh, is
only
that a
helping them.
fully auto weapon? Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Change the laws. Someone come in here.
Exactly.
We gotta get rid of
Exactly.
these guns. Oh my gosh.
Now, for anyone who doesn't really know anything about firearms, an AR-15 is one of the most controllable rifles that you can buy. There's almost zero recoil to it. And you'll have people who are very left-leaning, and they'll grab them and shoot them on tape, and they'll literally throw themselves back like they just shot like a 44 Magnum. It's not the case. A child,
No,
not, with a few days of training, a 10-year-old can shoot an AR-15 without with handling the recoil, not
now see,
accurately, of course, either.
I don't wanna make us look bad, so obviously, I think me and Zenith both understand, the history between people owning firearms and doing
Mhm.
negative things with them, school shootings, shootings in general,
It's a tool.
and so it's not the gun, it's the person with the gun. So the problem isn't
Exactly.
guns, we don't have to get rid of the guns, we have to get better, tests and things to give these people to make sure that these people are sane and are gonna use the gun for the purposes that they're buying the gun for, so
Listen,
it's not the
I,
gun, it's the person using the gun.
most of what I've been saying has been very repetitive and ranty. I'm just very passionate about the topic, and it's hard to really formulate what I want to say when it's
It's simple
I
what you're
feel like it
trying to
should
put
be
out there.
obvious to everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. It's why don't you understand this? Why are you trying to make up solutions that don't work? You're avoiding the bigger problem, but you don't care. You want a quick fix that doesn't work. It's been shown to not
It will
work.
never work. There's
Exactly.
always gonna be problems that you're gonna run into.
Ugh. What's the next
Why
topic?
put in the effort of okay. Okay, Dean Ween, a very very dangerous fish chartering. Now, for those of you who don't know who Dean Ween is, he's the lead singer, right? Lead singer for Ween. He did most
No,
of the
lead
vocals.
guitarist. No, he didn't do any vocals.
Okay, yeah. Mickey did. See, I always get confused unless I hear their real names. But see, okay, lead guitarist for band named Ween. Great band, great music. Don't listen to Pure
Mhm.
Guava or La
No.
Cucaracha.
Or God Ween Satan.
Um, yeah, don't listen to that either. But there are other albums, some great works, especially White Pepper.
Hmm.
White Pepper and Quebec, they're two most professional albums.
Hmm.
He has a a boat and a chartering. I don't know what you'd call it, but he takes people out on a river, I
Here's what he
guess,
does.
for the
He goes
entire
to a lake.
day, and he doesn't,
Mhm.
he doesn't let them choose when to go back. He chooses when to leave and to go back. He doesn't even give them the choice. It literally says in the thing, "You go when I go, and you come back when I feel." So,
So he's advertising a party fishing, deep sea fishing at night. So he can get 50
a
people with
boat,
catering,
50 people on it, alcohol, and food.
heavy drinking and sandwiches. That's what's advertised. Heavy drinking and sandwiches in the middle of the night, in the middle of the ocean, miles away from any land.
Apparently, they love weddings, it's one of their favorite things to do. Weddings and birthday parties for young children.
Yeah. Oh boy, we get to go fish with a washed up rock star.
We'll add the link in the description if, this sounds interesting to you and you wanna go charter fishing with, Dean Ween.
Definitely my favorite band. Two, I wouldn't call them respectable
Your
individuals, but
favorite?
they kind of seem like they hate each. Huh?
Your favorite?
Yeah, Ween is probably my favorite band.
Huh,
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
but mm, here's the thing. I don't think they were ever very respectable. And if they hear this at some point and they're like, "Oh, fuck those guys," I get it, but they're just not the kind of people that we'd roll with. You know, they were constantly doing drugs, partying. That's not how we roll.
Not the life we wanna
But
lead.
yeah, and you know, they got back together recently, and they seem like they hate each other. Like, we
Yeah, they're
don't
doing
know
live
because
performances, and, like, you watch what they recorded on the camera, and you could just see that it's just negative vibes the entire way through.
Mhm. Now we don't know because we're not personally there, obviously, but the way that they look each other, the way that they
Yeah.
perform just seems uninspired, sad,
Yeah,
and
it's not like they
pathetic.
used to, like, if you look at clips from, what was it, Live in Chicago, you can see,
Yeah.
I mean, even though they're on drugs, that it looked like they enjoy what they're doing and, they're just having a fun
Uh,
time, but
yeah.
that's not the
Yeah.
case anymore.
But yeah, don't go on a
They
boat with an old greasy man.
No, they all look old and washed up, like, they look like hobos. Like someone
They
you would see
do.
on the street, that is what they look like.
They do.
It's sad
It's
to
a
say.
damn shame, but
It is. They have some really good music, and they could've went somewhere if it wasn't for drugs and other mishaps, but, you
yeah,
know, they did it to themselves.
yeah. What's the next topic?
Carry Gun.
Oh, carry gun. Yeah, for me personally, 1903 hammerless, beautiful gun, real reliable. It's not the biggest caliber, but it doesn't really matter when you put the whole mag in, right? But yeah,
No,
I love the look. If
it's
you're a
just
woman or a smaller man, you'll be able to carry it and handle the recoil fairly easily. It's overall a great gun.
yeah.
Mm.
So for
Oswald
me,
wants to carry a Luger.
originally, I wanted to carry a Luger, and then I was like, "No, no, 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 no. I'm gonna carry a C96." So it's either gonna be a Luger or a C96.
Hmm.
And, I also have another one in mind. I think it's the Mauser HSC. Beautiful gun.
Hmm.
Literally
It really
beautiful. One
is.
of Mauser's best pistols. Oh,
I'd say so. Now, for the C96, are you going to get a long, short, standard barrel?
short.
So, are you going to make any compromises to it, or are you going to try to go as
No,
true to the
just as
original
original as
design?
possible.
Mm. Mm. Are you going to open
Yeah.
carry this
Yes.
in magazine? 10,
Yes.
15, 40?
Oh, for the C96?
Yeah.
Probably 8.
Oh, so you're just going to go stripper clip the internal magazine?
Yeah, the standard was 8.
Well, they had a slightly extended magazine. Well, no, they weren't
Yeah,
extended,
they
but they were.
made they made magazines that can hold like 20, but
No, they made them that could hold 40, but they also had a double stack magazine, which was, well, the double stack is just two rows of bullets and the springs feed up, and it was the same size, a little bigger, but it would hold 20 rounds.
I just can't see why
No,
you'd
that's
ever
not
want
right at all. What am I talking
it.
about? It's
Yeah.
12, 12. Yeah,
Eh,
but
the
yeah,
stock I'm fairly sure that the stock, it held 8, so I would keep it 8.
yeah. And the Luger, it's more of a status symbol than a.
Beautiful looking gun, though, I love it.
It really is, but it's delicate.
No, it is.
What's the next topic?
Well, you put guitars finally done in a few days, but I think we've already talked about that and how you're, like,
We have.
$700 deep, so we'll
Shut
just
up.
move on.
Now,
Now, for those of you who didn't know, I guess online currency is becoming pretty big, especially right now, because obviously social distancing and we can't go outside. So, Mister
let me say it. Can I say
Sleazebag
it?
Mark
Zuck bucks,
Zuckerberg
Zuck
is
bucks,
making
Zuck
an
bucks, Zuck
online
bucks,
currency called the Zuckbuck.
Zuck buck.
I will link a picture of it in the description to see how much of a sleazebag this guy is, to see what he put on the bill, and you will laugh your ass off, I promise you. What was the exchange rate for the Zuck buck to the American dollar?
It was
Wasn't it
it
like
was
a not
one
even a
six.
it it was like a
It was
16th of
one
a cent?
six. It was 1/60th of a cent.
I see. That's yeah.
Yeah, pretty good exchange rate.
But yeah, the sleazebag himself making a currency. So we'll see how that
Yeah,
goes.
you know.
Uh, I think it's like the whole project itself is called Libra, and he
Mhm.
claims to get his inspiration from Bitcoin. So
Oh, did he?
yeah.
That's pretty
You know he just
crazy.
wants
I would have
power.
never
Come on
guessed.
now. Fucking
We all know that.
he's just like Elon Musk, just stupider. Is that a word, stupider? I think so. I'm gonna make it a word.
Okay, Bell.
All right. Pal, Zenith, my friend,
Hmm.
how do you
Hmm.
feel about rock walls? Because I personally love the look and aesthetic of them.
Now, on the East Coast, especially in Connecticut, we have a lot of rock walls. And you may say, why
Rocks
do you have
literally
rock walls?
everywhere.
See, Connecticut, I, I don't know why exactly people in the 1700s thought, yeah, this is the place to live. But it's a lot of flat or extremely hilly land, and there's
It's
big,
one or the
large
other. There's no in
stones. And there's big, large
why they
stones literally
people
everywhere you turn. Everywhere. Everywhere. And what people did was they made walls out of it. So you'll go through the woods and you'll find abandoned farms, just these really decrepit areas with almost no trace of any structures, but you'll have stone walls. And they look great. I really love how they look.
no, they do, they look nice. It just gives a nice
They
touch to
do.
it.
Hmm. Hmm. If you're furnishing an old rustic farm, and no matter where you really live, they just do well. I mean, I would add some moss culture into it and check on it a little, but after that, you can just let it expand to really give an authentic rustic vibe. If you're also buying rustic furniture, don't try to recreate that. It doesn't turn out well and it looks stupid. Fuck you.
Now, I know we've already been talking about this, but
Mhm.
it seems as though the country's falling apart piece by piece.
It
The
is.
economy, you know, people losing jobs, stimulus checks not
Ye-
arriving, people complaining about rent and not wanting to pay it anymore, really everything is just going into shambles right now. And
Oh no, everything
I mean, what
is falling
happens
apart.
when it gets to a point where, things are uncontrollable? Now that
Mhm.
is when we will need our guns
Exactly.
because that's
See,
when the military and the police and all the law that we knew starts to surround us and turn on us because all they care about
mhm.
at that point is their own lives and the power.
See, you're gonna have a lot of people like landlords who their only income is, well, the property they own, and now no one's paying their rent because, well, they
They're
can't. And these people are very angry, and there's literally nothing that they can do. And a lot of them are getting sued because, well, they're breaking leases and they're doing things that they can't really legally do. They're trying to scare people out of their homes, and it's a really awful situation. And they're at fault, not the people who didn't have enough savings, because some people they just can't pull together any savings. They got a dealt a shit hand. I mean, it's easy to say, well, you just got to work harder if you come from a family with money, or you got a good job from luck, or you were able to actually get an education. But some people don't have opportunities like that, and they can't really climb out of that hole ever.
No,
And these people are getting sued. And what happens when they get sued is they're
they
gonna have to give up
lose.
assets and things. Their assets are their homes, their cars, but then you get to their properties. Now, when they lose their properties, people are buying them. A certain group of people with a lot of money, and then
Right.
what you have is people who have a monopoly on all of the rentable buildings, complexes, or individual homes in an area, and the prices are going to get jacked up. And what this is going to do is it's going to lead to homelessness, and yeah,
It's
pretty
already
much that.
happening. I mean, yeah.
I mean, it
I
is not just
yeah, I mean,
homelessness.
considering especially places in Connecticut where, there's already a lot of
It's gonna
poverty in different places. Obviously, there's poverty everywhere, but
yeah.
more other places, so there's a
No,
lot of
yeah, the
poverty going
grand
on and a lot of people losing houses and just,
no.
overall a terrible situation that really nobody's doing anything about right now, so
I mean, yeah, the grand brass city is it's been in a constant
falling
state of decay
apart.
since it is. It's been in a constant state of decay since well, we started importing work. Um, it used to be a quite grand, really nice, almost uppity kind of place, but
Well,
it's
that was like the
fallen from grace.
'60s.
Yeah, but it's a lot of nice architecture in the downtown area, but
Oh,
it's gone to
yeah,
shit.
old buildings, yeah.
I if you're a woman, I wouldn't walk down the street by yourself, and if you're a man, I'd probably carry a firearm, maybe a knife if you can afford a gun. Some
Well,
shady shit happens there,
yeah,
and people don't do
things
anything because
yeah.
that's just how
I've
life is
seen
there.
places get robbed, you know?
Mm, yeah, yeah.
It was a pizza
See,
place.
when we get
It was
to a
actually
certain point in our
it was really
careers,
bad pizza, like, I can't see why you would rob a place
oh,
because
Louis,
it was yeah, it was frozen
Lou,
pizza, and someone robbed it.
Louis was such a shithole. They literally had the worst pizza. Mm. Do you know why they were even open for that long and why they're still open?
Why?
They allowed because I heard this for I don't remember who I heard it from, but it was someone when I still lived in Waterbury and I went to West Side Middle School. They
Right.
accepted food stamps under the table in exchange for the pizza, and that is highly illegal. That is
Illegal,
very
yes.
illegal. Yeah.
That's,
Hopefully that
that's a
hopefully,
felony, I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
That's a
I
federal
really
charge.
hope that that's actually true. We're not slandering some, albeit shitty family business.
No, I mean, no matter what, the pizza's literally garbage, it's frozen pizza, so
It's so bad. It's so bad. If you
if you
ever
live in
in
Waterbury,
Waterbury,
don't go to Louis'.
no, go to John's. It's a little pricey. It's like $50 for two large pizzas, but it's so good. Oh my god,
John's
it is
or
so.
Vincenzo's, 2 best pizza
Mhm.
places in, Waterbury. Maybe even
Uh,
Connecticut, to be honest. No, no,
I'd say
okay, 3
Connecticut.
best pizza places in Connecticut,
Mhm.
John's, Vincenzo's, and Bohemian Pizza. Great places, I'm
Now,
telling you.
I
Got to
haven't
try.
been to Bohemian or Vincenzo's,
Oh
but
my gosh.
John's is real authentic Italian pizza,
Yeah,
right?
so,
It's
like
real thick. Mm,
mm. Vincenzo's is like John's where it's authentic, but Bohemian, it like branches off and does a bunch of like specialty pizzas. And let me tell
mhm.
you, their buffalo chicken pizza, oh my God. Oh, it is so
Another
good.
great place in Waterbury. They only deliver in Waterbury is Paradise Pizza. It's more of a
Oh,
New York style, real,
mm.
mm, real thin crust, greasy. It's delicious, honestly. It has a real distinct flavor, and their mozzarella sticks are to die for. They're so good. They're really really good.
Their poppers are even better.
Mm, mm. Great
I
places.
love jalapeno pepper poppers. Oh man, you can't beat them.
Hmm. Yeah.
Another place to try, Waterbury, Frankie's. Frankie's hot dogs. Hot
Is
dog.
Frankie's exclusive to Connecticut?
I don't think it's exclusive to Connecticut, but a lot of people don't know about it outside of Connecticut, so
The chain in Waterbury is fucking. Oh, they're so good.
it is. But you have to go
Mm,
to, like, the original place where, like, it all started, like, I
exactly.
don't know, it's just the vibe that you get from going there. There's also a Carvel right next to it, so after you eat your hot
Mhm.
dog, you can go and get some ice cream. Yeah,
I used to do
works out
that
well.
like every other. Yeah, I
We
used to
used
do that like
me
every other
me when
week
I
with my
lived in
family when
Waterbury,
we
we used
lived
to
there.
go every Sunday to Frankie's and get ice cream at Carvel.
Mm,
But
great
those were
experience.
the good yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What did you get when you went to Carvel?
I I would get the Reese's, It's not a flurry because I keep thinking of DQ because I love DQ and their flurries, but
Mm.
I
It was
don't
a
know what they
milkshake.
call it. No, it wasn't a milkshake, but it was something with Reese's peanut butter cups in it, and it was so
Mm.
delicious.
I would
I
always
don't
get
know
the
what
vanilla.
Carvel calls it, but it's so good.
I would always get the vanilla soft serve, and I would ask the guy politely, and he would do it. He would break up the sandwich part of an ice cream sandwich, like the chocolate chip, and he would just put it in there for me. A real nice guy. And I'd get pieces of Kit Kat, and it was delicious.
Those, you know, it's really hard to say what's the best part of an ice cream
Mhm.
sandwich, whether it's the ice cream or it's the sandwich,
It's a
but it's
sandwich.
definitely the sandwich because what I do is I peel off the top piece of the sandwich, then I eat the ice cream, then I eat the bottom piece. That's just the way to do
Someone
it.
listening is on a diet right now, and they're gonna leave their house and go on an absolute fucking binge.
We're sorry, but oh,
Remember to intermediately fast. I mean, I don't do it, but do as I say,
remember to work
not
out
as
in
I do.
quarantine. Keep fit,
Yeah, yeah.
just in case there's
Only
an
two ways to come out
apocalypse.
of
You have to
quarantine.
be ready.
Yeah, only. Here's the thing. There's only two ways to come out of this: fucking ripped, or a winter body, and it's fucking summer, people. So watch
Yeah,
yourselves. Yeah,
don't worry, I got my beach body going on.
I'm sure.
Yep.
What's the next topic?
Um,
Was
it's
that it?
called improvise. It's called improvise.
Now,
That's what the topic
everyone.
is.
So up until now, we have been really bad at advertising, getting it out on time, recording
We
consistently on a.
no, you have been really
I
bad
was
at
just about to
advertising.
correct myself.
I have been doing a
Anyways,
fine job of keeping up on
mhm,
posting it at the right time,
mhm,
so don't worry about
exactly.
that.
See, this we're gonna have consistency. We're gonna have quality. We're gonna take an hour the night prior to find all our topics. We're gonna do this as professional and as streamlined as possible for your viewing experience. Um,
Obviously, not a lot of people care right now about this, I'm sure. But
mhm.
when we hit it big, people are gonna go back and people are gonna listen to this and people are gonna see what we were like as teenagers. And they're gonna be like,
And they're
wow,
gonna
those were
laugh
some
at how
terrible
stupid we
people.
were.
Yes, they're gonna laugh and they're gonna like us. And they're gonna follow us because we're still gonna be doing the podcast then. We're not gonna give up.
Mhm.
We're not gonna give up on you guys. We love you. Big smooches to all our fans.
It's gonna be great when we have a studio, proper recording gear, soundproofing, and
That
we can just
will
shoot
be
the
great.
shit for an hour. And then, like when we're done, we can just record. It'll be
Because
great.
obviously, once we get big and in the industry, a lot of stuff is gonna be filtered. So we have to do something raw and unfiltered for, our fans that they can really see the real
Exactly.
us and what we go through day to day in the life of
Yeah.
Zenith and Oswald.
Um, we're not gonna be excuse me. We're not gonna be doing press releases, things as such, because we're both pretty polarizing people, especially Oswald. Not so much in his personal, well, no, in his personality too, but I'd say more
That's
so
not
because
very nice.
he has a questionable fashion sense. Let's just leave it at that. He likes to wear very
Excuse me?
controversial
Excuse me?
things.
Okay, guys, let me tell you.
Okay. Well, no, 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 no.
There
Let me say
there
it.
are
You don't say
there
anything
are
stupid. No.
Nazi
Oh,
rings
oh my
from
god.
World War II that are really awesome looking that I like,
Oh my
and believe
god.
me,
This is
I
not
do
good.
not agree with anything from the Nazi party, okay? But their style and what they wore is very cool. And whether you
God
would like to
damn
judge me
it.
for it or not, they had an awesome style, awesome wardrobe. Their great coats are awesome. I'm gonna buy one.
All right. Thank you for
Feel
listening,
free to
everyone.
judge. I don't mind.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Smooches. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Don't mind the
Goodbye.
creaking from my chair. Goodbye.
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 Goodbye. I'm 10 feet
Goodbye.
close, so I can do this all day.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Why are you still here? Goodbye.